It's like this. I'm on a beach and there's no one else around. Not a bird in the sky nor seashell on shore. Even the boy's reflection in the rock pools doesn't seem present, and yet still, I'm not alone. See, 100 feet out there's this 100-foot wave, pebble dashed with houses, boats and high-rises, coated in translucent varnish, glimmering and glittering against the ever-diminishing skyline. And for every square metre of island surrounding me, there's 10 miles breadth to this monstrous phantom. Not one of its decorative dwellings is inhabited, because on this plane I'm the only fucking passenger. But this time around that's quite alright, because I bought a pair of wings and I'm pretty sure I'll fly. I'm on a beach where the sand is cut glass, but my toes sink in all the same, and I'm not sure if the warmth is pleasure or pain, because the two are often hard to distinguish. But either way, my feet come up callus-free, and I am pleasantly surprised, though the wearer of my clothes doesn't seem to bat an eye. 100 feet out there's this 100-foot wave, and you can be sure it's moving closer. I can tell, because the sun is setting Parma violet against its horizon, playing a softly sung elegy to the rising moon 10 times as big as I've ever seen it, and yet still, no sign of life. Yeah, you can be sure that wave is coming, but it still looks miles away. So I guess I better jot down plans for later, because there's still so much I want to say. But before I remember that islands don't stock stationery, or that I've forgotten how to write, the thought strikes me that it wouldn't matter anyway. See, on this drop in the ocean, the only one to drop was I, alone but for my thoughts, and they'll berate me for the plans I make anyway. I'm on a beach, and 50 feet out is this 100-foot wave, except I realise my perception must be shoddy. See, now it seems bigger. Now it's big enough to see into the windows of those surfboard houses where the furniture remains stationary, because I nailed it to the floorboards in preparation for such an occasion. Because now it's big enough to hear its throbbing heartbeat, faint but bold enough to drown out the sound of my own. I'm on a beach as it starts to expand. The sand covering my torso blushes, stripped head to toe of turquoise dress. And I would tell it not to be so bashful, because it still looks so goddamn beautiful underneath it all. Yeah, I would tell it not to be so bashful, if only I could unclog my throat of these strangled lungs. I'm on a beach, and just a few feet out is this 100-foot wave, and like every 20-something stuck on an island with nothing behind him and everything in front, I kind of start to panic. Like, if a they exists somewhere, a they to find my bones sea salt bleached and battered, how will they ever know that those remains once propped up skin and flesh, carried the burden of thought and worry, endured both pain and pleasure, allowed for dreams and just a sliver of hope? Couldn't they piece me back together again like they did for the dinosaurs? Work out my eye colour, the parting of my hair, the way my hands shake when I try to roll a smoke, and the way they subside on inhale? The neurosis grey matter once occupying a skull now added to the pile of unclaimed others, how will they ever know that once there was more to me than bones? I'm on a beach. Ocean spray licking my eyelashes, and with each squinted blink there's this immeasurable wave 1 more foot closer. It's roaring, but not angry, screaming at me in whale call code, which when I try to decipher bursts my fucking eardrums. They throb for a lifetime, in which I hear it all again. The summer morning whispers of wind and the sound of a mother singing. The otherworldly playground mania and the pensive crackling of frosted mud underfoot. The silence of not just love, but more importantly, comfort. And the breakdown white noise TV static crackling and popping, breathing into life the clack of lights, the applause of an audience. And then there's silence. I find myself on an island, balanced like a ballerina on the last surviving grains of sand as the 7 seas of planet Earth muster up against me. In a second, I'll be jetsam, no more, no less, with not a word nor letter of bottled message to show for it. But that's okay, because just then, in the shadow of a monster, my fateful towering monolith, just then, I heard the Sublime, and I felt its lasting touch. And it's like this. I'm standing at the end, full with one last breath, as the waves whisper to me from white and frothing death, who the fuck are you? I'll answer that I'm no one, because at least that much is true. Yeah, I'm no one, but I'm happy, because I've seen the end and it's quiet and free of all this stress, so I will welcome it like Begbie and cry out, fucking yes!